Welcome to Live with Heidi Mine. I am going to check that the live is up on Facebook and YouTube. So if you don't already have your favorite drink, go grab that and we will get started. So let me just check the things out. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay, looks like I'm live on Facebook. I guess I should turn up my volume. Looks like I'm live on Facebook. Cool, cool. Oops, I realized why people wear headphones. It's so you don't get that super duper echo situation. Wear headphones. But that's why I have my handy dandy iPad situation. And I just turned the volume down. All right, so I am going to, now that I've checked that I'm live, hi everybody, I'm going to go switch back to my script and then I will switch back to being able to see any comments. So if I don't respond to any comments for a few minutes, I apologize. One of these days I will set up my laptop down here. That would be really smart. Or I will finish the room and then I can record from my computer and all the things. Okay, so make this small. What's up? Let's see. My phone says that my local network is slow. Sorry, y'all. Hope there's no delay. Hi, I'm Heidi. I am a work-at-home handmade business owner at HeidiMine.com, as well as a homeschool mom of 11-year-old and 13-year-old girls. I go live on Facebook and YouTube on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific. Always Pacific. Sorry, something on my eyelash. During the live, I share about things going on in my business, homeschooling, and our personal lives. Sometimes. Be sure to follow on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube to get notifications when I go live or when I post videos. And feel free to like or hit the thumbs up button, as this helps more people just like you see the videos and come hang out. If you are joining me live tonight, please comment with #live, or if you are watching on the replay, comment with #replay. This lets me know when people are watching and if I need to change up my times or my days. And I'll put a link to the email list. You can get updates and stuff, although I have not been sending out emails lately, but hopefully in October that will be changing. Hopefully I will get on track. So I have no script tonight. I really didn't know what I wanted to talk about tonight. I kind of was thinking about talking, I don't know. I was thinking about doing another sew with me, but I don't have the things put together to complete orders tonight because I was going to work on those tomorrow. And I started to look at files to maybe just do some like fun things, and nothing was really screaming at me like it sounded like fun. So tonight's live might be a little short, which is fine. It's the last Wednesday of September. We are officially in those burr months. Getting ready for the holidays. I want to say that I'm super excited for the holidays. I like the winter months. I like fall when we have a true fall, because where I'm located in California, the weather is weird. And especially like specifically where I'm located, I always say that we're kind of under like a Stephen King bubble, because my father-in-law lives like 15-20 minutes away in just the next town over, and it could be pouring down rain at his house and it's just dry as a bone here, or vice versa. And it's always 10 degrees cooler where he lives than it is where I live. We're just in this really weird, like, climate-y void where I'm at. So, like, yeah, most of the time when the weather says it's going to rain, I just ignore it because it it doesn't rain here for some reason, even when it's raining everywhere else. And when you hear about like the torrential downpours and the flooding in California, that's like in central, we're kind of Northern California, but we're like the lower part of Northern California, if that makes sense. It's like I'm the East Bay, which I think I've said before. So yeah, like they'll be talking about certain places in the Bay Area that are flooding, and in Brentwood, it's, you know, nothing. So I don't know, but we're not OJ Simpson Brentwood, just to make that very clear. I'm sure that there's plenty of rich people where I live. I'm not one of them. And as far as I know, we don't have any, that's not true. We have a couple of celebrities, but like you wouldn't know them. So anyways, so I just figured I would just chat a little, and I have some vinyl as I've been cleaning my sewing room, which I have actually been doing. I found some vinyl that is printed and I thought it was really cute, and I don't think I've ever shared it before. So I figured I will do a little bit of a chatty video, and kind of a show and tell. So yeah, I'm gonna move my iPad. I'm just get a little close for a minute, and then I will just kind of chat about the things. So I don't know if that's gonna, if you might see my iPad for a second, or you may have already seen it because I just moved it. So if you've been hanging out with me for a hot minute, you know that I am currently working in my garage. I am in my garage. This is a faux background behind me. When I first, if you look at some of the, not my oldest videos are in my old sewing room, which was a bedroom in my house. And then I changed the garage, and those videos are pretty dark. There's like a burgundy wall, and it's super messy because my garage used to be my husband's like game room, if you will. Like he had a poker table down here, and the wall behind me is actually the garage door. And he used to have a screen for watching, like a projection screen. And he always wanted to make the garage into like a movie theater setting kind of situation. And that never really panned out. The garage is really only big enough for a single car. And even then, the garage door is super low. So when we first bought the house, I feel like I had an Explorer. I might not have had the Explorer, but I feel like I had an Explorer at that time. Whatever car I was driving when we first bought this house, I'm really pretty sure it was the Explorer. We couldn't fit it in the garage. Like it would have been super, super close. If we would have put the car in the garage, we wouldn't really have been able to put anything in the garage other than the car and knickknacks and whatever. But he painted the room this dark, almost brown burgundy red. And it fit with like what he was doing at the time. But then life happens. So last year, my brother flew out to California to help me after my husband passed, and we kind of gutted the garage. We took down all the shelves. We took down all the, he had put up like a room divider that really cut off the room a lot. We took that down. One of my high school best friends, her boyfriend came over and he helped finish the sheetrock. But I have not gotten the courage or the gumption to finish taping and mudding the room. So that has to be done in order for me to paint the room. And I'm afraid of ladders. And last year when I put up my Christmas lights, we realized that I'm really just afraid of ladders, and I don't know that I can do that. And in my head, I keep telling myself that if I lose weight, my center of gravity, my balance will get better, and then maybe I'll feel more comfortable on a ladder. I was actually afraid of heights when I was thin. So I'm not sure what that reasoning is in my head, but whatever, we'll cross that bridge. So the whole point of telling this story is, if you go back, you can see that red color. For now, I put up this, like, it's a photo backdrop, which is why it's a little bit wrinkly, because I don't have it on the right hangers, because the door is ugly. So I keep thinking about things I want to do, and I was kind of thinking, well, because it's not even, and I was thinking maybe I'll do that whole shiplap thing, because that might look cute. I don't know, or I'll just paint it white. I have no idea. But the whole point is, that is why I record where I record. That is why I need like 3 different devices in order to do my live. And it also rolls into, I have been working on losing weight the last year-ish. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit. My weight loss journey is always funny to me. I was a bigger kid. I wasn't a bigger kid. I was told that I was a bigger kid when I was younger. I was told by family members that I was fat. Even like looking back at pictures of the ages when I remember people telling me I was fat, and I wasn't fat. I was a kid. I was just a kid. So that's sad. And it gives you this whole like mental thing, which did actually end up with me gaining weight in those awkward preteen years, which may have happened anyway, but I had been told that I was overweight for so long that I just was like, I'm overweight. There's nothing I can do. And I went an entire summer when I was 13. I went the entire summer living in Northern California in Redding, where it gets triple digits all summer. And I wore a jacket all summer. So that's just crazy. Don't tell children that they're fat. If you think your child is overweight, take them to the park. Make something fun. Don't give them that to hold on to for the rest of their life. Eventually, I don't know, I started high school. I slimmed out, I guess. I still had people in high school that would tell me that I was overweight. My best friend in high school was incredibly thin, to the point where there were apparently rumors that she was not eating or that she had an eating disorder. I can testify she did not have an eating disorder. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, weight is such a strange thing. And then, you know, and then we do gain weight, and gaining weight is difficult. And I got braces in my early 20s, and that helped me lose a ton of weight really quick, because you don't want to eat anything when your teeth hurt. And then eventually I gained it back, and now I'm trying to lose it again. And last year I lost about 30, 40 pounds. And I've gained a little bit back, but I'm working on it. I have really bad allergies, so I don't like going outside during certain times of the year, but it's been really nice outside lately. So I've been trying to go for little walks. Last week I went for a walk. I walked to the post office. I think I posted about it on my personal account. I don't know if I talked about it on my live, but it's 2 miles. It's a mile to the post office and a mile back to my house. And it was like 6:30 in the morning. And it was wonderful. It was like cold outside, which I love. There was hardly anybody out. It was fantastic. And I felt really good. And then I tried, but then I was tired the next day. And I really didn't like do the things for the rest of the week. I did some exercise at home, but not like what I should have been. And so I thought, this week I'm going to be really good. I'm going to go for the walks every other day. And I went later. On Monday, I went a little later. I went like 11-ish. And it was warmer. And my shins started to hurt really, really bad. I was like, this sucks. So I took a few like breaks. There's a park, so I sat down and whatever. And I walked back and I'm like, well, maybe I'm just a little dehydrated, because they tell you that like you'll get like muscle spasms or something. And so today I was like, well, I'm only going to walk a mile. I'm going to walk. It's a half a mile. There's a brand new Starbucks down the street. It's about a half a mile from my house. So I figured, well, I'll walk there and I'll walk back. And like, I wasn't even halfway to the Starbucks. So we're talking like barely a quarter of a mile, and my shin starts hurting again. And it took me a really long time. I made it over there. I got some water. I did get a coffee and I came home. It took me a long time. There's nowhere to sit. There's one park bench, or not park bench. There's one bus stop. So I sat at the bus stop for like 3 minutes until someone started walking up, and then I didn't want to like sit there because then it was going to look even more weird. So I came home and I'm looking up, why is my shin hurting? Because like my shin was on fire. I was like, it feels like I'm walking on something broken. My calf was super inflamed. I was just like, this is nuts. And of course, like it says that it's from inactivity. If you're inactive and then you do an activity, then your muscles are like, hey, what's up? I'm like, okay. So basically, once you become overweight, your body's like, hey, let's just stay here. So that's a little frustrating. And then of course it goes on to like tell you other things you can do. And it's like, do some yoga. And I'm like, Google, if I could do yoga, why would I be out walking 2 miles? I'd be doing the yoga. But I have a yoga app on my phone that I, for some reason, paid for like it's like a 3 or 5 year subscription, because it was super, super cheap. It was like $30 and it was like 3 to 5 years. I forget. And I'm like, fine, I'll do it. It's cool. I've used it a couple times. It seems legit. But sometimes like you're completely on the floor and they just want you to like be kneeling. Like you're just on your knees. And I can't do that because it hurts. Because when you're already overweight, then everything hurts when you try to do the things. So I don't know. I know these like exercise, like could someone just come out with a program that says, hey, like start with path I want to go down. So if you're into that sort of thing, there you go. I'll help you out. I can see myself locking up on my monitors. So that's unfortunate because that's always a bummer. But we're 20 minutes in. So I'm going to show you the vinyls, and then we'll just cut it out. So one of the vinyls, I forget where I bought all these vinyls. Sorry. I bought them years ago. I'm pretty sure I bought them in 2021, or if not, it was very, very early 2022. I went a little crazy. And this isn't even all the vinyl that I bought in this one purchase. But I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I think I tried to record it once and I was like going for way too long. And I was like, no, we're going to skip. So some of the vinyl that I have is not just, it's printed, but it's printed like it says, it has designs on it where it's like a bag and you have to have the embroidery design, and then you cut the bag pieces out and you lay them down and it stitches. So yeah, these are just printed like long rolls, and I just keep waving it around. So this first one is a Halloween one. And I'm not even, if I list these for sale, like if I list products for sale that I've made from these, they will only be on my website. They will not be in my Etsy shop, because I bought these and some of them have like character designs that I don't want to battle it out with Etsy for listing them there. So this first one is a Halloween design. It has some little bits of like Hocus Pocus and some pumpkin Mickeys and looks like there's a little witch Tinkerbell in there somewhere. So I just thought it was super cute. I don't even know what I bought these for to begin with. I can't remember if I was going to do bags or if I was going to do key fobs or ears or what. So I think some of these I will do like inhaler covers and maybe some key fobs, possibly some bags, who knows. This next one, again, it's kind of a Disney inspired, and it says dreams come true, and there's a castle in a snow globe, and then little tiny mouse silhouettes, we'll say. But I liked it. I thought it was pretty. Let's see. Some of it, like a lot of these, I haven't even taken the wrap off of them. This one, again, it's another kind of Disney inspired. I'm going to just keep saying that, Disney inspired. So this one has like the Mickey pumpkins, like jack-o'-lanterns. It has pictures of like the Loungefly looking backpacks, the ears, the Disney desserts, that sort of thing. It looks like super, super neon on the camera, but it's not, in real life, it's not that neon. So hopefully when I go to take pictures of it, I guess on my phone it looks more neon than what it's showing on my display for YouTube and Facebook. This one is also kind of a licensed. I'm going to do a lot of the licensed ones first to get these knocked out. So this one has a definite like Target vibe. It's got a little cart. It's got a dog with a bullseye. It's got like a Frappuccino drink and a Mickey bar and a pretzel that looks like a Mickey pretzel. I did make a bag out of this recently, and I believe I showed it on a live at some point a week or two ago, something like that. This is also a Disney snack theme. So this one has like the Disney ears, a Disney waffle or Mickey waffle. It's got like ice cream cups, ears. I don't know if that's supposed to be a pen or a lollipop. Like cookie looking things. So yeah, I went a little crazy. Let's see. And I think this is the last of the Disney themed food. This one is like, I don't know, what is it? It's got some pretzels and donuts and like the caramel apple, and it's got a little Dole Whip looking thing and some frozen treat kind of drinks. I just thought it was super cute. And I guess I could make some bags. I don't know, but I don't know. Okay, so these are kind of short rolls. So I'm going to finish the short rolls. I've got 3 like longer rolls, and then I'll come back to the short rolls that are not like licensee. Now this one technically is not licensee, except that if you are old like me, you will know what this is from. So this is like a red lined print. It's upside, I guess it's upside down. Let's try it this way. And it's got like the lights on it, Christmas lights. So this is supposed to be like Snoopy's house, his dog house. So technically it's not really like a licensed thing, but you would know. You would know if you know. So this one is a much larger roll of vinyl. I want to say those other ones are 12-inch vinyl. I don't know what I think this might be 18. Depends on who I buy them from as far as like what sizes they come in. Okay, so this one's large. I can't remember what this print is called, but it has like little kind of Polaroid pictures of Disney. I believe these are supposed to be Disney World. And then it has like a little autograph book and a pen and little wristbands and all sorts of things. Yeah, it's supposed to be Disney World because it's got like the big Epcot thing. So yeah, it's something, I think it was something like Disney Memories or Magical Memories or something like that, was what it was like originally called. And then we have, now, if it's your first time here, in our house, we love Haunted Mansion. So this is another big print. And this one is very Haunted Mansion. But this is like a two-tone. So we've got the top here that's like a lavender. And it's got different things from Haunted Mansion. And then the bottom half is like it's just a white background. So these are probably, yeah, it's like 9 inches for each half, which is cool. It's cool. I like it. And the last of my large rolls. Now this one, they said it was, I'm pretty sure they said it was like Harry Potter inspired, but maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's just like legitimately just inspired by and not like a real Harry Potter legit thing. Because the top of this I loved because it's very like Harlequin looking. And I'm just gonna like flip it over because I can't tell if there's a right or wrong way. But then this other side was supposed to be like magical something. So I think they're supposed to be like owls or I don't know, something like that. There's definitely roses. And it's just like a lot of grays on and whites. But I liked it. It was pretty. So I got it because that's how I do. All right. And then the other vinyls are food themed. I did not pull out all of the vinyls apparently because I know I have this in a different color, but I'm not going to go get it because we're at just about 7:30 and I just don't want to do that. So this one is a pink lemon or grapefruit. I guess you could say it's a grapefruit, but it's a pink lemon print. So it's supposed to be like pink lemonade. I have a design for a mason jar bag, and I wanted this to go as the bottom part of the bag to look like it was pink lemonade in the bottom. I thought that would be super cute. I can't remember if I have the yellow lemons, but I do know that I have one that is pink and yellow lemons. So I know I have that, and it's just not, I didn't pull it for some reason. Like I said, I was gonna try to do like some stitching tonight, but then I just couldn't find for the vinyls that I pulled out, I couldn't find designs that I really wanted to do. So then I just was at a loss. I just kept staring at the computer and inspiration was not striking. This one I think is super fun. This one looks like a waffle cone. I don't know if you can you see it? I love it. I think it's adorable. So I have a few different designs that are good for this. There's one that's a bag and it's called the drip bag. And the top of it, it looks like something dripping into the bottom. So I was going to do the waffle cone print on the bottom and one of these two prints for the top. So this is, I don't love getting white fabric ever, but this was too cute. It's a white sprinkle vinyl. I loved it. I thought it was adorable. So I got it. So I'll do a bag in that. And I know I have some other things that I can, other designs that I can, whoopsie, do this for. And then there's also this pink background with the sprinkles. because sprinkles are fun, super fun. I'm not a big one for ice cream. I like Rocky Road ice cream. That's it. That's all. But I love the way it looks. Like for other things. I have so many bags that are like food themed bags. Currently, definitely on my Etsy shop, but possibly on the website is a taco bag because I think it's hilarious. But I do need to remake it. The one that I have, it's a little bit wrinkly. I didn't stabilize it properly. So I'm not in love with the pictures, but it's super cute. And I have sold quite a few of those actually. And 2 more vinyls. We've got this, and it is a watermelon. And again, I was thinking of doing this for the mason jar bag, but I do also have a citrus and a watermelon style bag. So I thought that would be fun. And to go with it, I have this green watermelon rind vinyl, which I just think is super cute. It's very vibrant. I just love the way it looks. I think it's so cute. So yeah, I was trying to see if there was anything else that I had. I have a handy dandy bag of tricks. Not really. What do I have in here? We'll just get this out. I'll show you one because I have a bag from Five Below that's it's like half full of these, and then I have like a whole drawer full of these. But essentially, it's just like this strip of vinyl, and it has these little tiny coin purses. So essentially what you do, drop it, and these are generic. It's just like Nutcracker. So I got some Christmas ones, but I cut out all these pieces, and then I have the embroidery design, and then I just make the little pouch. And then these here are a little like fob, a bag fob, a key fob, whatever you want to call it. So I just have, it's just a lot of cutting. I purchased printed vinyl to make some bows and to make ears, the vacation mouse ears. And I started cutting them out at one point, but by the time you get done cutting this stuff out, you're just like done. You don't even want to look at it anymore. So I've been hesitating to do the bags because I really just want to be able to stitch them out right away. And I didn't have my machines up. So now I will probably take them with me when we're hanging out at the school, or, you know, when I'm waiting for appointments or whatever, and I can just cut out like one roll at a time and then stitch them all out and then call it done. But I need to order some smaller zippers. I did purchase, it's too far away. I'm not going to go get it. I purchased zipper tape by the yard and zipper pulls, and they're super cute, but these little bags are so small. I want to say that they're like uncut. They're 4" by 4". I don't know. The zipper tape is a little bit expensive that I bought, so I feel a little bit guilty. I feel a little bit not frugal by using those. So I don't know if I'm just going to order like a whole bunch of 5" white zippers and just stitch them all out, or I don't know. Because there's a company that I order zippers from, and a lot of time they do like buy one, get one, or buy one, get one half off for zippers. And their zippers are already super cheap. So that almost sounds like the better deal. And then I don't have to put zipper pulls on zippers because that's a whole chore. So yeah, my phone just froze and I was making a really weird face. So that was funny. But yeah, I think that we're going to cut it short just because we're off to see the wizard. No, because clearly my internet is a little wonkadoo tonight and I'm a little off. I'm probably off from earlier today because when I got home, I was like, all right, I just have to put my leg up. It'll be fine. But then it hurt for hours. So I didn't even like do as many things as I wanted to do today because every time I was moving around the house, I was hobbling around like I'm this old decrepit person. So that was frustrating. But whatever, you just got to keep going, right? Keep going. So that's the goal is, tomorrow is a laundry day and I'm going to work on cleaning up my guest room because that's where my treadmill is. And I figure it's not as nice as going for a walk outside, but if I get like a leg cramp or a muscle spasm or whatever weird thing that's apparently going on with my old overweight body, that I can stop and not feel like I'm stranded in the middle of nowhere where no one can come and get me. Because that would be an embarrassing phone call to make, to have somebody come and pick me up. And I'm not going to Uber home. I'll crawl home first. So that's me. That's just me. What can you do? It's getting to be about time for me to do my hair again. So, but I do like, this is what I wanted with my hair. That the whole point of dyeing my hair blonde is because I am at an age now where my hair is growing out gray, which is unfortunate and frustrating. But when my hair is dark, you see I do apologize. Clearly my internet is being wonkadoo. I'm going to bring up my closing script because, oh, I popped back on. But I'm going to bring up my closing script because nobody wants to see. Nobody wants to see all the weirdness. Let's see. Where did I put my script? Right there. So I don't know. Maybe next week I will do another Sew With Me because October 1st is Sunday. I think October 1st is Sunday. And I'm assuming that people will finally start ordering masks for Halloween soon. I don't know. Etsy's been super weird. My website has been very, very non-trafficky. Full disclosure, because I do talk about my business a lot on this channel, and I feel like a lot of the time people think that when you start your own business and you're just going to jump right on Etsy and there's going to be business and it's going to be great because you saw it on YouTube or you saw a TikTok or whatever. And I'm sure sometimes that does happen, but it's not the norm. I can definitely tell you it is not the norm. It is not normal to jump on Etsy and get immediate sales and get immediate consistent business. It is a lot of work to have a small business. It's a lot of work to have an Etsy shop, let alone to have your own website. I am not working it as consistently, either one, as I should be. That is my own fault, and I am working on it. But I don't know. When I see people come into different Facebook groups and they say things like, I've been on Etsy for 3 weeks and I have a dozen listings and I haven't gotten a single sale. And I'm like, sweetie, I've been on Etsy for 10 years. And yeah, it's just the world. Etsy has been very slow. They've been very honest that their sales are incredibly down in the dumps. Not to say that sales are non-existent, because there are definitely shops that are making money. I use certain programs so I can see behind the scenes on different things. I know that there are shops that are my quote unquote competition that are making wonderful sales. And I think that's awesome. I am not looking to copy them. That is not my goal. I want to be my own entity. I love cheering on other small businesses. I love cheering on other Etsy shops. So I think that's great. I think that the fact that those shops are getting multiple daily sales is encouraging for people like me that have been out of the loop for a minute and we're trying to get back on the swing of things. The frustrating part is looking at my numbers. Normally in September, my gross sales are close to, if not exceeding $5,000. And this year it's barely 1,000 for September. And 30% of that has been taken away in fees. So that's some legitimate numbers right there. Like 30% in fees. Not all of those are Etsy fees. Some of that is the actual cost of shipping, which I purchased through Etsy. So it all comes out as the same thing, but it is what it is. For real. Like even if shipping is half of what my Etsy fees are, which I'm not sure that's accurate, that means that Etsy's taking a minimum of 15% in fees, which I know that they take more than that. So it's fine. It's better than nothing. I do feel like I don't know. I feel like it will pick up. I have seen other shops that sell character items, which I've chosen not to do in my Etsy shop this year. And they are selling like hotcakes. Like they're selling 5 for every one of my masks. And that's fantastic. Like, don't get me wrong. Back in the day when I was doing the same thing, you got to pay your bills. You got to feed your kids. It is what it is. However, currently with Etsy, they are using new technology to scan shops. They are trying to institute a lot of new AI. If you are interested in AI, at least my opinion on artificial intelligence in the handmade industry, I do have a video on that. I will try to put that in the description later on when this goes into replay. But these companies, these platforms, they have their own AI that they are trying to teach how to help them with their businesses. So specifically for Etsy, their artificial intelligence, their programming, the powers that be, whoever does this for Etsy, they're putting in like keywords and images and whatever, and they're telling the AI, look for these things. Those shops aren't following our rules. And the problem with that is it's artificial intelligence. It's not actual intelligence. So sometimes, and actually right now it's a lot, the artificial intelligence is closing shops. It's pulling listings for things that it shouldn't be. So for me, I don't want to run that risk. I'm choosing not to put any of my character items in my Etsy shop. If you're looking for a mask for your kiddos, I'm not doing adult masks this year. It was just, that was going to be too much to try to maintain all of the machines and what sizes. But if you are looking for a mask, a cat tail, a beaver tail, a dog tail, owl wings, you can check out my Etsy shop, or you can check out my website. My website does have some character inspired masks. All of those links are, so yeah, that's the thing. I'm already starting to think about Christmas stuff. Like I have a folder on my computer of designs that I wanted to do for Halloween, and I just don't feel like I have enough time. I might do a couple of them just for fun and then hold them out for next year. Because I am going to start doing more like limited time releases. Even though I could technically make them throughout the year, I don't want to. I don't want to offer 5 million different things and then be scattered trying to pull together materials. So I'm going to start doing more like other companies and I'll have evergreen products that I will make all the time, but then I will also have products that will be limited either due to limited stock in fabrics or just limited to the season. But I'm already thinking about Christmas. I have a bunch of different fabrics that are Christmas fabrics that I am thinking about using. I want to say I have 8 or 10 bolts of Christmas fabric. I'm only going to pick two this year that I will be making products with. So make sure, if you are not already, that you are subscribed to the different forms of social media, because I will be putting surveys out and polls to find out what people are drawn to the most with these particular Christmas fabrics. I bought them a couple years ago. They've been wrapped in plastic and I haven't touched them. But I have already pulled the designs I want to use. I just have to narrow down the fabrics that I want to do the designs out of. So that's that. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like or a thumbs up, follow or subscribe, and comment with #live or #replay. Let's see if I can find where I'm at on this script. All of these interactions not only help to push the video out to more people that would enjoy them, they help me know what content you are enjoying the most. Oh, I lost it on that one. I totally lost it. One of these days I'll just remember what I'm supposed to say and I won't need to look at the script, but who knows? By the time I memorize it, I'll probably change the script up again. So I do have at least one collectible Christmas already recorded. I know said I was going to be doubling up on those, so I will definitely have one posted tomorrow by noon. If I have not recorded the second one, I will probably have to record that in the morning, and that might be published closer to 5 o'clock. The editing time on these is crazy. The work with me video that I posted last week, I'm pretty sure it took me longer to edit it than it did to actually record. So I don't know. We're going to have to figure something out because I'm not making a profit from YouTube currently as of this recording. I am still building my YouTube channel. Not successfully, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But there is no monetization right now, so I can't afford to pay someone to edit videos for me. So it is completely on me, not only to do the recording and filling the orders and all of the other things that I do, but also then to edit the videos. So I am doing my best to get them done as quickly as possible. I'm going to head out because we are going to make Instant Pot yogurt this evening. That way it can sit overnight. So if it turns out, there will be a cook with me video on Tuesday because I will be recording how we make our Instant Pot yogurt. So until next time, I will see you later.